So let's talk about this comment. This comment right here. This comment was left on a video that I did with Stellan a couple of months ago. And in that video, I was talking about how that I had made the decision after leaving the reborn community for a few months that when I came back, one of my decisions was that I was only going to buy dolls from sculptors that I knew had copyright protected their work. And so, as you can see, this lovely person said that I was clout chasing by saying this, and that if sculptors did that, it would drive up the cost of kits. I think my husband is home. It would drive up the cost of kits, and not only that, I was just being snobby. I'm showing how snobby I am. That's what they said. And I know you can see the comment, but I can't see it at this moment. And so I'm going to address all that, okay? I'm just going to address all that, and I have little baby Stellan. And she is dressed in this cute little pink outfit. She's so cute. She's got on this little pink onesie, or actually it's like a dusty rose, and it has little heart shapes in it. It's like a little knit outfit, and the hearts are eyelet. And then I've got this little headband on her that has a dusty rose flower with little pearls on it. So, and she's dressed in that. She's got a white undershirt on underneath that. So I'm just gonna let her just lay here and be comfy while I talk about that. But I just wanted to address the comment because I just feel like it needs to be. And like I said, this video was done a couple of months ago, but apparently this person just now watched that video, and how they got that I was clout chasing out of that, or that I was being snobby out of that, I don't know. Because that video was specifically made, and I even stated in it that that is what I will be doing for my collection. That is not me in any way telling you or anyone else how to do their collection. So yeah, I am going to be buying from sculptors who I know are protecting their work with a Chinese copyright or copyright in the US, just a copyright, not just the automatic one, because that doesn't seem to be working too well. I mean, there's copies all over China of ones who have done the automatic burn convention or whatever. But this baby, this is Everly Gwen by Natalie Scholl. She is protected by copyright in China, and also she has her sculptor Natalie Scholl's special 3S system where you can scan her QR code and authenticate her. And I don't understand why there's not more reborn kits that have this feature, because I think it is wonderful. I think it can revolutionize the reborn industry, because in order to participate in the system, to have the system with your kit, you have to have your kit copyrighted and show proof that you have it copyrighted. That's going to stop all the theft right there. Okay, so I want that for me, obviously, because I want to protect me as a collector. I want my collection to hold its value so that it's not just valuable to me, because I know it's valuable to me. This baby's very valuable to me, just like your dolls are very valuable to you. So I am not saying that your dolls do not have any value, because they absolutely do. My dolls absolutely have value. But when or if I get ready to move them on and sell them, I want them to hold that value, because they're only worth as valuable as they are to someone else when you're ready to sell. And that's just the truth of the matter. And a way for a doll to hold its value, especially when it's limited edition like this one, is for it to be protected so that there cannot be thousands of other copies made that takes away from the value of the edition. And that collects not only the sculptor, but me as a collector. Because as a collector, I have experienced a very tough time in the past when I left the reborn community for a few months and I sold off my dolls. it was very hard for me to sell some of my dolls because there were thousands of copies of them on AliExpress. And I even had people to say to me, I don't want to pay that for that because I can buy that same sculpt off of AliExpress for under $100. Like literally, that was said to me. So I want to protect myself as a collector, and in doing that, I'm also supporting and protecting sculptors. So that's why I choose to buy from sculptors who I know have protected their work. And there's nothing wrong with supporting sculptors. Supporting sculptors is what we're supposed to do. But it's up to me to decide who I want to buy a kit from. And that is going to be the sculptors who I know have a copyright on their work. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not upset with a sculptor who doesn't. I'm not bad-mouthing a sculptor who doesn't. I'm just saying that as a consumer, that's who I'm going to buy from. I know Natalie Scholl protects hers. I know Ebta Bull protects hers. She even posts it publicly on her wall. Like, that's one of the things that she does as her, like, it's like a thing that she has to do when she copyrights it. And that helps her in more than one way, because I feel like when you copyright it, of course, that's going to help you if they try to copy it. But secondly, when you put it out there, this is my sculpt, I have it copyrighted, here's my copyright certificate, then I feel like that will deter people from trying to copy it. So it protects the sculptor and the kit and us as buyers in more than one way. Because they know if they try to copy that, they're going to have a hard time. And there will be repercussions. So I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I wish more sculptors would get on board with it, because I think it's a wonderful thing to do. And I think the 3S system is also a wonderful idea. I love it. Like I said, I think it's wonderful that I can authenticate her. My Labubu's, well, I only have one right now. But even my Labubu has a QR code where you can authenticate her, and she's retails under $30. So why would we not have an authentication process for our valuable reborns that cost hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars? Why not? I mean, that's just me thinking logically. That's me being my logical self. I'm an Aquarius. That's just how it goes. So it's about that and nothing more. And as far as clout chasing, like, I don't understand what you mean by that. Clout chasing is when someone wants someone to say, look at me, look what I have, or whatever. Supporting sculpting artists who are protecting their work is in no way chasing clout. That is something that people do just because everyone else, I feel like clout chasers will be like, oh, well, they're doing it, so I'm going to do it too, or I'm going to one up them, or whatever. It's like they want the recognition, and I'm not out here touting it everywhere going, I want the recognition that I'm supporting sculptors that protect their work. No, I just wanted to make that known that those are the kits that I'm going to be buying. It has nothing to do with recognition for myself. It's more for recognition of the sculptors who are protecting their work. I personally think that is the way to go with vinyl reborn kits. I just do. So, and I keep saying vinyl because with silicone that doesn't happen. I do plan to add some silicone babies into my collection. Not immediately, but it's going to be in the future, next year. But the reason why I feel like that silicone babies don't get copied the way they do is because the sculptors have the molds. Like, most of the sculptors mold and pour their own babies, or they'll have a trusted pourer that molds and pours for them. You don't have to worry about that being copied, because literally they would have to come and physically steal the actual sculpt from the sculptor, and I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon. So silicones, that's a different story, but the vinyls, they have to be done that way. And the lady saying, I'll pop the comment up here again, that that'll drive up the cost of the kits. Well, I would gladly pay an extra couple of bucks to know that my kit is protected and that I don't have to worry about it being copied. Because let's just say, I've looked it up. I know that from what I've looked up, I looked up what does it cost to copyright art in China. And according to Google, it stated anywhere from $250 to like $750, depending on what you needed. Well, I don't know what all is involved and what would be needed because I've never had to copyright a kit in China. But let's just put it at let's put it at like the high end. Let's put it at 800 even. Let's go past 750, put it at 800. Let's make it even a small edition like 500. If you divide 800 by 500, then for the sculptor to be able to get their money back, all they would have to charge is $1.60 extra a kit. I would gladly pay $1.60 extra to know that my kit was protected, and then the sculpting artist would get their money back for what they paid to have it copyrighted. I mean, I wouldn't mind paying that, would you? Would you mind paying $1.60 extra? Just so you would know. And that's just with a small edition. If it's 1,000, it's going to be half that. 80 cents. 80 more cents on your kit. So, I don't understand why this person was so upset with me for saying that, but okay. And let's address the snob issue, that I was just being snobby. Well, I've never been a snob. There's not a snobby bone in my body. See this blouse I have on? It came from a consignment shop. You know how long I've had this blouse? About 4 years. I mean, do I want to catch on the tail of trends sometimes? Yes, because I like them. I don't jump on it because it's a trend. If there is a trend that I like, I'm going to get it because, of course, I can buy whatever I want if I can afford it. It doesn't matter if it's trendy. I don't buy it because it's trendy. I buy it because I like it. Sometimes I like things that are trendy, so I buy them. But as far as like being snobby or trying to make anyone feel less than, I have never done that. I will never do that. As I stated at the beginning of this video, everybody's collection is valuable to them. My collection is valuable to me, but it may be less valuable to you. You might be like, well, I don't really care for this sculpt. And I like my blah, 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 insert kit name here better. Okay, that's fine. That's you as a collector. I'm happy for you that you have what you like. And I'm happy that I have what I like. And so it's not about trying to make anyone feel less than. It's not about that at all. Because from day one, when I came into the Reborn community, well, the very first doll I bought was a Lee Middleton that was advertised as a Reborn. And when I got her in, I was like, this is not a Reborn. It's like hard vinyl. So I ended up selling her. She was cute, but, she was not a Reborn. She was a Lee Middleton. So I ended up selling her to my niece for her little girl for Christmas. And then I bought my first Reborn baby, which was the Ryan sculpt by Michelle Fagan from Bountiful Baby. And so he was like my gateway doll, my gateway baby into the Reborn community. And so I bought him, and then the rest is history. It just went from there. I started learning what I liked and what I disliked in a sculpt. And so that's what we all do. We grow and evolve as we collect, and things change and they ebb and they flow. And that's just how it is. So I've bought authentic from the beginning. Why would I be snobby because of that? I've always been me from the very beginning. That very first authentic doll I bought was like $150. Seriously. That's what he was. And I was doing so poor financially at that time that I had to put a $150 doll on a layaway. And the artist that did him, which was Jennifer Parker, she's a really sweet woman, she was like, yeah, I can do a little layaway with you. So I did a layaway on $150. I mean, Like, I've had nothing. I've had nothing. So to be able to have the dolls that I have now, it's not to be like, look what I have, you can't have it. It's like, look what I have finally, you know. That's what kind of collector I am. So there's not a snobby bone in my body. And when I do buy something that is expensive, it's a splurge for me for my dolls. Because I have some things that I want to get for her. And I see it as an investment in my collection. And if I get ready to sell it, I can get my money back out of it. So it's a splurge, but then I know that if I do a resale, it's going to be valuable to resell. So yeah, I just wanted to address that and maybe clear that up, because no, I'm not clout chasing. No, I'm not a snob. And I don't know what else to say other than that. I'm just me. I'm just a collector. And these are my preferences. And that's okay for me to have preferences. It's okay for you to have preferences. That's okay. And we don't have to resort to calling people snobs or clout chasers. That's name calling. Like, we're not 5 anymore. And we're not on the schoolyard. I hope you all have a great day. But, you know, like I said, I just wanted to address this and share baby Stellan with you. Look at her hair, where she's been laying on my shoulder. So I just wanted to share baby Stellan with you and just talk about it, because I don't know why people think that they can just hop on somewhere and just say something like that. Like, what? And who even, like, I've never even seen this person comment on my channel before. Like, who are you? Like, I don't even know who you are. You just came out of nowhere and called me a snob and a clout chaser. Because I want to support artists who protect their work. What else, though? What else? Carry on with yourself, because I'm going to carry on with myself. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this comment. And maybe the original commenter will come on here and leave another comment to give me an answer. Who knows? See y'all in my next video. Bye.